Welcome back. In this lecture, we'll cover caution when using discounted cash flow analysis. There are some valuation principles when we use discounted cash flow analysis. We know that firm or project value today is simply the present value of firm or project's expected cash flows. In this case, that means when analysts use discounted cash flow, financial analyst needs to estimate the effective life of the project or firm. That means how long the firm or project will run. Then expected cash flows which will be generated by the firm or project over its lifetime. And finally, analysts also need to find out or measure the right discount rate to calculate the present value of the firm or project's expected cash flows. There are some good things about discounted cash flow analysis. First of all, discounted cash flow is forward looking. So if we apply discounted cash flow, it will align with the wealth creation of the shareholder. Then discounted cash flow analysis focuses on the business operation because it requires a complete understanding of sources and timing of cash flows. Now let's look at what's not so good about discounted cash flow. First of all, for discounted cash flow analysis, we need to make many assumptions, which are always complicated. Then it is often very complicated to calculate discounted cash flow because it requires many information which are often not reliable. For example, for discounted cash flow analysis, we need to predict future cash flows which will be generated by the firm or project, and analyzing based on the future cash flow might not be reliable. So discounted cash flow analysis often looks noisy. Then discounted cash flow analysis critically depends on growth and risk assessment of the firm, and we know that it is not always easy to predict the growth and analyze or calculate the risks of business or firm. And finally, there is no guarantee that the market value of the firm will quickly reflect the discounted cash flow value. So there is often differences between the discounted cash flow value and the market value. Discounted cash flow is problematic for many projects and firms. First of all, firms with current negative cash flows, it is not easy for these firms to apply discounted cash flows. Secondly, we cannot apply discounted cash flows for firms without a history of cash flows. Then the firms lacking a risk profile, the firm in financial distress, then firm that are entirely new business, and finally firm that is structurally challenged, that has structurally challenged business operations. So if we fail to provide the inputs in discounted cash flow properly, our outputs from discounted cash flow analysis will not be acceptable.